Hello all. So today we have come up with another important question which you might have faced during your interviews or as an agile transformation lead, you might be facing it in your real-time project. So the question is, how do you handle the situation where you feel that your team members are being pressurized for certain metrics, and that is, as a result, it compromises with the quality of work. So to start with answering the question, this situation, I would like to share that in my early days in my career as a Scrum Master, I often struggled due to my lack of, you can say, my lack of maturity in grasping the real purpose of the matrices. And I remember that I used to adopt matrix just to match with other teams or just to appear impressive, okay, and it sometimes causes tension within my team, right? So now through my experience I learned some valuable lessons about the importance of understanding the context behind the matrix. So today I would like to share my experience that proved effective for me in this situation. So before choosing any matrix, it is always essential to understand that their purpose and their relevance to your project. Metrics should not be chosen arbitrarily. They should be tied up with your specific objectives and outcomes, right? So whenever you are getting any request from management, stakeholders, or even if for your own team purpose, you are preparing or pulling any matrix, make sure that you have the answers, that what the insights you are seeking by pulling those matrices, how this matrix help your team to take some informed decision or identify the areas of improvement. So when you understand the why behind the each matrix, it will like necessarily will remove the tension within the team, because they will understand that what you are measuring and why it is truly matters for your project success. So this is one way to avoid this kind of avoid unnecessary tension within the teams or pressure within the team. But still there will be few scenarios where even if you are adhering this, but still there are some situation where teams are still feel pressurized. So in that case, what you can do, try to understand the situation, start gathering the information about the situation. So what I used to do, I do schedule some open and honest conversation with the team members who are feeling pressurized, right? And I try to understand their concern, that which specific matrix causing the pressure and which is indirectly impacting their work quality, right? So it is very important to recognize that, or make your team understand that matrix serves as a tool for improvement and insight. It is not equivalent to your team report card or your team performance card, okay? So when you able to explain that and you able to implement that, it it will automatically remove some kind of unknown fear within the team, right? Next is, I will say that that situation is now an ideal situation where, as a transformation lead, you can coach your team on the agile values, the core values. This is the time to remind the team that even if you are pulling many matrices, but there is still no alternative for the core values of agile, which calls individual like an interactions over the process and tools. So now none of the matrix can replace that, right? Working software over comprehensive documentation, whatever matrix you prepare, at the end of the day, if you are not delivering value to the customer, those are not use, right? No use, I would rather say. So these core values is our top priority. So try to coach them, coach the team, that whatever batteries we are doing, our core focus is these areas, right? Process, like face-to-face interaction, delivering us working software are the most important factor. So there is no compromise on that. So they will understand that the true agenda behind the matrix, and they will not compromise it with the quality of work, right? So another thing, sometimes we get some request from the leadership, right? So whenever you are getting any ask is coming from the higher management or the stakeholders, and which is maybe causing some tension within your team. So here, if you feel that suppose you have asked for 5 matrices, out of which you feel that only 3 matrices are useful for you, other twos are not useful for you, maybe the management is not aware of that. That might be the situation, right? To have a discussion with them, try to make them understand that maybe if we first try to make them understand the maintaining a balance between meeting those matrices and delivering the quality of work, how all the matrices which they are looking for are not aligned with maybe your delivery of the work. So those unnecessary matrix may lead to a negative effect in your team, right? And your team, not only the quality of work but also your team moral, right? So try to explain them. So I have seen that when I explained this to the leadership, and they at the end of the day, their need was also the same, like a value delivery to the client. Client should be happy or should be satisfied. So when you try to explain them, so matrix is just a secondary thing here. You will, when you discuss with them, you will understand. So there you can negotiate with the matrices which is helpful for you. You can accept those which is not helpful, discuss with them, explain them, and I am sure that you will definitely, it will work out. It has worked out for me. Yeah. So, and the next I will say that try to set some realistic expectations. I have seen that there are some matrices which is way behind than the achievable goals. Okay, so try to clearly define that what is achievable, what is realistic expectation from the team, right? So if you put those things forward, what will happen, know that if there are concerns about meeting those certain matrices, you explain the potential trade-off and their impact on your work quality. So try to focus between or try to balance between speed and quality. I have seen in my career that we are often been focused or run behind towards the matrix which gives us the speed of the work rather than the quality of the work. So here, as a transformation lead, you need to balance between speed and quality. If you only run behind the speed of the work, it will create an unnecessary tension between your inside your team members, right? Now the next I will say that implement the agile practices in a well manner, so that team ensure the agile practices and followed correctly. Practices such as how the sprint planning should be, how the DSU or the daily stand up should be, how the sprint review should be. When you are track on these agile practices, no, you will definitely in a better position to maintain the quality and not only running behind the matrices. When these sessions or these events are effective, you will be a better performing team, right? And also try to shield the team whenever possible. As a transformation lead, try to shield or protect your team from unnecessary external pressure, we like this matrix, that data, or try to involve yourself as a leader. I then what I do, like I try to then advocate my team that this is realistic for my team, this is possible, and this is not possible due to this. Have the data ready and make show those data to the concerned person or the teams from where you are getting this request. Okay, so try to shield the team and not to bother them with all these unnecessary expectation, right? And at last, I will say here that matrices are not just the numbers, they are the tools for improvement. When you will be able to explain or implement this within your team, you will be able to, when you will be able to explain this to your management stakeholders, you will find that you have automatically removed the or avoided the unnecessary tensions, right? So always remember that agile transformation or agile project is an ongoing journey, right? It requires patience, adaptation, and collaboration. So the way I just explained few steps which was effective for me or helpful for me to balance out the approach between the matrix and the quality of work. I believe that would be helpful for you as well. So if you like this session or this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.